Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do your spirit guides need you to know right now? Let's go. Okay, this song just came through. I think it's like Elvis or something, but it's bad dun 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 dun. I don't know what that is. It's so funny because whenever a song comes through, I keep telling y'all, I have no idea what this is. Oh, this one somersaulted. Okay. Okay, clarify the Magician, please. Okay, you got two cards of transition or transformation. You got the Tower and then you have the Death card on top of each other. So there's a major shift, you guys. The fact that these came out on top of each other is saying something. Let me clarify that right now. Give me more information about this shift, please. And then you have rebirth and renewal under the Magician. Okay, something new, transformative, big is happening. Major shift. Clarify this Tower and Death, please. What? Support. Hold on. Give me more about this Tower and Death, please. Abundance. Okay, so something that you have been wanting, been praying for, being open to is coming your way. It's like the support that you've been wanting or desiring is coming through. Okay, let's see. Clarify Temperance. Now, what's interesting about this is you go from the Magician into Temperance. Okay, and so the Magician is somebody who is a manifester essentially, and then with Temperance you've got transmutation. Okay, so this is somebody who's taking one situation and transmuting it into another. So I feel like there's some sort of situation, feeling, event, I don't know, something that you're starting out with, but you're taking it and shifting it into something else. That's why we have the Tower. So it's a structure that, it feels like a structure that already exists because we have the Tower, but it's also still something new. So it could be something that you've just manifested or just have come into, but I feel like Spirit is communicating that you need to tweak it a little bit or like refine it. And that could have to do with calling in some help. Okay. It could also be that it's something that you are familiar with, that you've done in the past or whatever, but you put aside. So this is like somebody who would write novels or started writing a novel and then they just put it off to the side because they didn't have time or something. Or, started to plan XYZ, but then they put it off to the side. You know what I'm saying? So it just seems like something that already sort of exists, but Spirit is saying to add more to it, to shift it. And that is something that can bring you abundance or, just straight up change your situation. Okay? Yeah. Especially with the rebirth and renewal. It's like the butterfly is a symbol of exactly that. So you have so many cards here for, transformation, beginnings, like all of this here. but there's this message of continuing it, but shifting it, you know, playing around with it. Another thing about the Magician is they're not just a manifester. Sometimes to me, spirit can come, they can show up in my mind as more of a scientist, because as the Magician, you need to, there's some trial and error with things. And so I do see that coming through with the Temperance of like, okay, you know, try it this way, see how you feel, see how it looks, see what the response to it is. Okay, now try a different way, pour less into it, pour more into it, mix it with that. You know what I'm saying? So there's this message here of trial and error and being a little bit more of a scientist, tweaking, just to kind of open things up. Okay. Give me one of these for Temperance, please. You hold the key. Okay. Okay. Spirit, clarify this Temperance. Expansion. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you got the key to something, to unlocking something that is expansive. I really like that. You have some sort of knowledge, or you're capable of discovering some sort of formula. Now, I mean, it could be a literal formula or it could just be a metaphor, you know what I mean? But basically, you have the tools or the mind, the key, ultimately, as Spirit says, to unlocking abundance, unlocking some sort of answer, or you know, something that's just aligned for you in your journey. Queen of Pentacles. So it could be, you know, honestly, it's giving career all over it, entrepreneur. But for, you know, a few of you, it could have to do with, honestly, it's really giving career entrepreneur. But for those of you, this pertains to a relationship, because everybody's situation is different. I do feel like this is something that could help your household, or, you know, tighten up your household, protect your household, make it more stable. Okay, I just feel like there's a great opportunity for longevity, and yeah. And if your household is one person, like just you, okay, that's fine. But if you're, you know, wanting to leave a legacy, or, you know, have children already, or, you know, something like that, I just definitely see that it's possible. Three of Wands, a message of continuing, keep going, refining your vision. So the thing about the Magician is he starts out with an idea and he might kind of tinker around with it, but really, so, okay, Spirit is saying it this way. So there are some people, I'm thinking about food for an example. So if you, let's say we're going to make, I don't know. So say you're making something, and you, when you're just making it for you, you're not measuring anything. So like you just sprinkle some salt in, you sprinkle some oregano, you sprinkle, you know what I'm saying? But like once you just kind of sprinkle around and put stuff on the food, and then you taste it and it's like, oh man, this is delicious. Then you're going to like go back and you're going to have to write down, okay, how much did you actually use? Like actually refined it so that you can repeat that same thing. So this is what the Three of Wands is saying, where it's like, hone in on the vision, like be particular, be specific, be clear. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me, get y'all's, I mean, like, is there anything else here? Let me see. Let me go for the last card and see if anything else comes up. But yeah, this was very clear. There was manifestation all over it, you know, shift, transformation. Okay. Go ahead and give them their message, please. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Okay. This could definitely be, a character shift straight up. For those of you, this isn't about work or household stuff. It could just be, your own personal journey where you're starting to see yourself as abundant, unlocking a different perspective to your own self. Okay. And once you do that, then you're able to, view yourself more fully and wholly, see strengths that you haven't seen before. And that allows you to expand what you're capable of and what you like. It changes how you interact in the world, So yeah, that could be a message for somebody as well. So, all right. That was your guys' reading. Thank you for tuning in. Take care.